In this video, I want to talk about early stoppages. What is an early stoppage? For me, this fight between Sean O'Malley and Aljamain Sterling at UFC 292 was an early stoppage. Why was it an early stoppage? Well, a lot of people want to talk about fighter safety. First and foremost, there is no such thing as fighter safety. Fighter safety is like saying hot ice or wet fire. It doesn't work. It's an oxymoron. Fighting as a sport is inherently dangerous. Sure, you could have great head movement, you could have great blocking, footwork, defensive skills, reaction time, and all of those things may limit the risk. However, one day you're going to run into someone who has as good head movement as you, as good footwork as you, as good everything as you, if not better, and you will have your day. Everybody has their day in this sport, unless you're a Floyd Mayweather type who has control over who he picks, over who he fights, and he gets to pick and choose when and where he fights them at what specific point in their career. But MMA fighters don't have that type of freedom over their careers. They pretty much have to fight whoever's next. So, with that said, the idea of saving Aljamain Sterling for better days makes no sense. Why does it make no sense? This is not some new rookie onto the scene like Raul Rosas Jr. I could understand saving that kid. Yeah, save him. You know, save him for better days. But Aljamain Sterling is 34, and he's currently in the better days. At least in this moment he was, you know, when he was fighting, you know, the former champion was in those better days. When you're the champion, those are the better days, and you now have to give the champion a chance. That's it. Give the champ a chance. You get me? And Mark Goddard didn't give Aljo a proper chance. Mark Goddard didn't give him the right to go out on his shield. Deontay Wilder over in the boxing sport talks about this. He talks about wanting to go out on his shield against Tyson Fury and how he got mad at his trainer and even moved away from his trainer, fired him and all that. In the rematch, he went out on his shield, but guess what? Deontay Wilder could look at himself in the mirror and say, yeah, I went out on my shield. He doesn't have to be like Aljo now and think, I kind of got it taken from me. I didn't have a chance. Aljamain Sterling, when he got dropped, I want you all to watch it again. Go to the UFC YouTube channel and watch it again. I encourage you to do this. Or watch my video that I posted on my TikTok just a few slides down. You'll see it. I posted the whole breakdown. Just to continue. Aljamain Sterling gets dropped. He face plants. It's not good. That's not good. He's clearly hurt. But he didn't stay there. He looks up at Sean O'Malley immediately. O'Malley's looking at him. And Aljo flops to his back. And he tries to get his legs out in front of him to keep distance and push O'Malley away from him. Aljo even explodes with the legs. So he does an explosive movement after being very hurt. O'Malley sidesteps it, tosses his legs off to the side, hits him a few times. Aljo then gets his legs out in front of him again. And Aljo even starts to play a De La Riva guard. He starts to play this guard where he entangles O'Malley's legs and the intention is to off-balance him. That's what he's trying to do. And O'Malley had to back out of that. O'Malley had to respect that because he backs out of it again and then he tosses the legs over again. Aljo realizes, I can't keep playing this legs game. I can't keep trying to play jiu-jitsu right now. I now have to get to my knees and get up. And that's either by wrestling back up to his feet or by just trying to stand up. I believe he was going to try to wrestle up to his feet. I think he was going to try to grab a leg of O'Malley, hang on to it, try to get up. And if he takes more shots to do so, he takes more shots to do so, guys. This is MMA. This is the modern-day Coliseum. This is your gladiator sport. This isn't let's make sure they're safe sport. There's no such thing as safety in this sport. You can only do so much. This is chaos. This is danger. This is fighting. And this is what he signed up for. And as the champion, he is owed a right to go out on his shield. He is owed the chance to keep what he has, to keep that extra pay that he gets from being the champion, to keep all the, you know, the status and notoriety, the glory that he does this for. He's owed the right to keep that, the chance to keep that. You get me? And he was robbed of that. That, to me, is an early stoppage. When someone is covered up and they're moving, they're thinking intelligently. Now, if Aljo was just, you know, if he never tried, let's say he didn't flop to his back. Let's say once he immediately got dropped, and instead of looking up at Sean O'Malley to show like he's still conscious and lucid, instead of doing that, and he just stayed there slumped like this, you know? If that happened, okay. If Aljo face plants and then he just covers up like this, okay. Even though there have been comebacks like Brock Lesnar, Shane Carwin, where he just covered up and it's like that, you know? It happens. Sometimes you have to get your ass kicked for a bit and then it's your turn, you know? It happens. This was an early stoppage, especially for a champion who, prior to this, was in the conversation of GOAT status for his division. For the UFC bantamweight division, Aljamain Sterling was in the conversation of GOAT status. Okay? And he was robbed of that by Mark Goddard, who, I don't know. I don't know his logic there. I really don't. I don't know. You have to save the fighter. I just dispelled all of that, guys. I just dispelled the fighter safety thing. There's no such thing. Let the guy go out. The only time I'll say there is such a thing is, again, if someone's young in their career, they're not a champion or anything like that, and it's not a championship fight, whatever the case, and he's hurt, yeah, save him for better days, sure. Save him for better days, 100%. But there's a time and a place for everything. And in the championship fight, the biggest bantamweight championship fight, by the way, in terms of eyeballs and notoriety and attention, the biggest championship fight in the division's history, you don't fucking look out for my safety then, bro. You know what I mean? I'm trying to keep this belt. That's Aljo talking. And, yeah, man. That's it. This was an early stoppage. If you don't think so, I don't believe you know what you were watching. Because, again, Aljo was intelligently defending himself, or at least trying to, you get me? So with that said, let me know what you think in the comment section. If you agree with me, disagree with me, it does not matter. Join the discussion and follow for more. Thank you.